Here we go again. Just that alone is 1 day's worth of bottles. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is currently Wednesday morning and what a crazy week it has been. So this will hopefully come out tomorrow if I can get it edited in time. Not really doing too much eBay at the moment, and I'm sure you guys know why. If you follow my Instagram, you'll definitely already know why. But yeah, little baby boy, Lando, was born on the 13th, so Sunday at about 7:30 at night. Kyla was actually supposed to be induced on Friday, as I mentioned in that previous video. But yeah, that didn't happen. Unfortunately, there are too many beds being taken up by more like emergency pregnancies and stuff, so they kept coming in, kept taking up the beds, and that was the problem. We just couldn't get a bed. So Kyla stayed in hospital Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday morning, she finally got given a bed for the actual labour ward, and they put her on a drip and stuff like that, and she finally started going into active labour. It definitely wasn't the most smoothest of labours. I think we were all kind of put into like a false sort of sense of it's all going to go perfectly fine. Like CC, Kyla actually had a water birth for having CC, and we were in and out of hospital within about 5 hours, not 4 days. So I've been to and from hospital, sitting there with Kyla all day long, sniping on Vinted a little bit, as you do, because there's nothing else to do. So read a book, played my Switch, and then sniped on Vinted. That's pretty much all I did, as Kyla was just there sleeping pretty much. But yeah, Sunday morning it all kicked off and we were officially in the labour ward. We had our dedicated midwives. Lando's heart rate kept on dropping, so the midwives were saying he kept like almost grabbing the cord inside, and that's effectively like us holding our breaths, and his heart rate went down to like 80, 85, when baby's heart rate should be at like 120, 130, 140. So every time that happened 3 times, doctors were called in, the cord was pulled, all the doctors were called in, and there was about 10, 15 people all rushing around Kyla, prepping almost for like an emergency C-section. But luckily, a few seconds before they were all ready to go and get her, baby cut out and stuff, the heart rate would start creeping up again. And that happened 3 times. So yeah, so definitely not the most smoothest. But yeah, eventually came to about 7:30 at night and baby was born. As soon as he came out, there was a big loud cry, and that's exactly what you want to hear when a baby's born. After that, he was stuck on my chest, and I held him for about an hour whilst they dealt with Kyla and made sure she was all good. And yeah, we were allowed out, I think, the next day in the afternoon. So yeah, what an absolute crazy few days. So yeah, we've called him Lando. We are F1 fans. We got inspired by Lando Norris, of course. A lot of you guys think that I've got it from Star Wars. Apparently there's a character called Lando. I'm probably going to lose a few subscribers from this, but I've never actually seen Star Wars in my life. So yeah, I'm not a fan. We just love the name Lando, and we said from about a year ago, if we ever have a boy, we'll call it Lando. And Silverstone was the last race in the F1. About 2 weeks ago, 2 Sundays ago, Lando Norris went and won. So we were like, well, we definitely got to call him Lando now. Going through all those events in the hospital, all the midwives were saying it's definitely a boy, because apparently boys play up more than girls. So yeah, I was very convinced it was a boy. And then yeah, of course it was. Yeah, so welcome to the world, Lando. Obviously it's mixed things up at home a little bit. Cece absolutely loves him. Feeding him lots of milk, everything's going well. He just sleeps all day. He sleeps so much. I forget how much newborns sleep. They don't really do much. Everyone says it's hard, but right now it's kind of the easy stage. He literally just lays in your arms. He just loves sleeping, and that's it. Apart from at night time, we wake up about every 3 hours with him, give him a little feed, and then he goes straight back down again. So far, fingers crossed, we've got a good little baby. But anyway, as I said in the last video, I was going to put holiday mode on the business. Turned out I didn't really need to do that, because I kept going home in the evening and just dealing with orders, getting them shipped out. I wasn't really listing, I was just kind of leaving it as it is and getting orders shipped as they come through, really, every evening. I'm quite glad I didn't go to holiday mode, because I've actually had a £1,000 week. Big help yesterday, because we had a £485 day. I've got it on the laptop at the moment, I'll just quickly show you. £483, there you go, so I was a little bit off. £483.80 just yesterday. In the payout, I ended up with £395, I think. So as you can see, about £90 of that all has gone on eBay fees, but I am not complaining. That's a nearly £400 day for not doing any new listings. People, for some reason, were buying all my big ticket items. Yes, I'm going to show you guys what has sold. Also, to add to this crazy week, As you guys know already, I woke up Thursday morning to an email from eBay saying that I'd been shortlisted for the eBay Community Contribution Award. I made a quick little video, put it out there, and I just wanted to thank you guys so much for voting already if you have. But if you haven't, the link is below in the description. If you think my videos have helped you at all, car boot videos have entertained you at all, the link's in the description. Please do click it. Vote for my shop, Jams eBazaar. It's a chance for me to win £10,000 for the business. My plan with that money is to really expand. I'm kind of in the garage, and I would love to have like an extra storage in the garden once I start overflowing, which does happen with all the bulky car boot stock. Shoes aren't too bad because shoes just go in the boxes and they're quite well kept. As I've said before, I think I've got about 200 pairs of shoes in these boxes. But yeah, the plan is to expand. The plan is to get Kyla a bit more in on the business, and that will only happen in the garden workshop sort of thing, or the garden shed, where we're going to be expanding, putting more boxes, getting more stock. So yeah, that's where the bulk of the money would go, probably, if I won the 10 grand. I think another part of the award, if you were to win it, you do get like a support package from eBay, and they just help you grow your business. Of course, like, I'm at this stage now, and I haven't really got any business experience at all, apart from just doing eBay for numbers of years. But you get a dedicated like team member, or maybe a team that work with you, and they give you the right advice and stuff on how to like grow your business and just expand. I'm currently not at the VAT threshold. I'm not really sure if I want to like bump past that, unless I'm going to absolutely blast past it, you know. So I've always heard from people that are at VAT level, which is like 90 grand a year or something turnover. I've always heard from them that if you were to do it, you really need to smash through it and be making a lot more money, rather than just like tickling it a little bit and making like 96 grand or something, because otherwise you're paying like an extra tax fee on top of everything else, and it just bites into your profits way too much. I'm sure some of you watching are at VAT level, and you obviously vouch for it, but for me right now, it's like, I feel like I can get there, especially with YouTube as well. YouTube helps a little bit. I feel like I can get there in this like shed garage area, but I don't think I can absolutely smash through it. So we'll wait and see. Obviously, it's a nice little life we've got right now. Kyla's at home, I'm at home. It just works pretty well. I'm still not sure how I want to go about it, but if I was to get the advice from eBay, they could obviously educate me a little bit more in the whole thing. As I've said already, I just wanted to say thanks so much for everyone that has voted. But yeah, the voting closes on the 21st, I think, which is Monday. So yeah, not long. I got nominated last year and we had like nearly 2 months worth of voting, whereas this year there's only like less than 2 weeks or something. It's a 50-50 split. 50% are the votes, the public votes, and 50% is eBay. They have like a judging panel, and they just decide who they want to win, really. But I can't believe I've been shortlisted again. I really do appreciate every single one of you that likes, comments, and just enjoys the content, really. But anyway, I've got to get these orders shipped out and picked and stuff, so I'll show you what has sold. One of the big ticket sales that sold yesterday, I've already shipped out. It was a pair of Church's shoes. I picked them up for £15 on Vinted, so like under 19 quid all in, and they actually sold for 120 on eBay. After about a month or two of listing, they didn't have too much interest, but just had to find that right buyer with the right size shoe that was after a pair of Church's. If you ever see Church's, always pick them up. These ones that I sold, they actually retail brand new at like £350 to £400. It's ridiculous money. So of course that retail price obviously is good for the second-hand market. I had them up for 150, took an offer of 120 plus postage. Very happy with that. Also, whilst I was in the hospital chair waiting for Kyla and waiting for the midwives and stuff, I was sniping a little bit. So these ones popped up, and this is something that I've never seen before. These, I did quickly show them on Instagram yesterday, but these are brand new in the box, Clark's Wallaby GTX, which stands for Gore-Tex if you don't know. So I'll just quickly show you. So we've got these absolute beasts. You've got Gore-Tex and you've got the Vibram sole, brand new with tags, brand new laces on there, spare laces, and they've even put like a little Gore-Tex tag on there, which is just really, really cool. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for Wallabies. They usually sell for about 60-70 quid, even in pre-owned condition. And then I saw these ones. I just knew straight away there's going to be some big money in these. Checked eBay. People are asking around 150 in brand new condition for this style here. So Yeah, pretty mad. That snipe there pays for all my parking at the hospital, because I spent an absolute fortune on parking over the last few days. Once you get past 12 hours in the car park, it bumps right up to £18 for the day. So I did that about 2 or 3 times. So yeah, I spent a good 60, 70 quid on car parking. Yeah, so the profits from that will hopefully pay for that. Got a few other snipes in there, but I might show you later. But yeah, let's get into these sales. Right, we've got these 3 sales here, which came through yesterday, which are the smaller of the lot. I'll show you the 2 big ticket items after these ones. I actually got the payout wrong. I said it was like £395. It was actually £404. So got that £400 payout this morning, which was absolutely lovely and much needed. I just wanted to thank this subscriber, Jordan, because you're the one that made it happen. You got it over that 400 mark with this purchase right here just before I went to bed last night. This is just a little Dymo weighing scales. I think I paid £2 at the car boot. I can't remember exactly. But you very kindly sent me an offer of £14. I did have free postage on it. I shouldn't have really, but because most of my items have postage again now. But for some reason this one slipped through the net. So yeah, you got it with free postage. And yeah, that sold for £14. So a little bit of profit for me. And I hope you enjoy your scales, Jordan. And yeah, welcome back to reselling, because I know you said you've had some time off. But yeah, glad you're enjoying the videos. We then sold this Polaroid as well. This sold for £22.99. I'm always picking these up. I can never really test them because I haven't got a... they usually, the film usually has the battery built into it, and I never usually have the film. So I just check it, and I make sure it like looks okay, and I usually just sell it for like spares repair. But this one here sold for £22.99. I believe I paid £3 at the car boot. I have a little limit with Polaroids. £5 my absolute limit, but if I can haggle them a little bit, I'll try and get them for £3. So yeah, I think I paid £3 on that one, and I actually paid £3 for these ones as well. This was at the start of the car boot season. These are really nice actually. Adidas ZX 750s. Right at the start of the car boot season at my Saturday car boot. £3 the guy wanted. I gave him a little clean up, but they're actually in good shape. They're not damaged or anything. Yeah, absolute bargain. They have sold for I think £42.50 or something. I'll just double check that. Yeah, I just double checked it. They have sold for £42 plus postage. So yeah, £3 at the car boot, not too bad at all. Yeah, definitely one to look out for. But you don't see them often, to be honest, and when you do, they're usually quite beaten up. I think people love the vintage look of them. Good old Adidas. So yeah, that's a few of the sales yesterday. Like I said, we did sell the churches. There was also a sale in the morning of a Bose bag. What was it? It was the Bose Sound Dock bag only. I think it sold for like £8.50. Yeah, that sold for £8.50 plus post. And that was the first sale of the day. Then it just went wild, and we had an absolute crazy day yesterday full of like big sales. I'm just checking my sales from yesterday, and I saw there's another one already shipped out as well. A pair of Barber Wellies, £32.55. So I'll flash that up as well. Yeah, they were like brand new condition, £32.55. I thought I'd get a little bit more money for them, but obviously not. Next sale, we got these ones here. So this here is a pair of City motorbike boots. Yeah, these didn't sit around long at all. I haven't even looked at the footage yet. This was from last Sunday's car boot. Obviously I missed the previous Sunday because little Lando was being born. Yeah, I picked up about 5 items, and this was one of them. Paid £20 for them. They are in really nice clean condition. If you see City boots anywhere, just buy them. I'd say they're probably the most popular motorcycle brand for boots out there. These are in good shape though. They've got good tread on the soles. Do make sure they've got good tread. That's what most people look for. Make sure all the zips and all the clasps and stuff are working well. You can usually aim for really good money. So £20 paid. I had them up for 140, I think, something like that, 130. I kept going to and from with the buyer, and in the end they sold for £115 plus post. Yeah, and they only sat around for a few days really, because I didn't list them on the Sunday that I bought them. I listed them last week sometime, but yeah, very chuffed with that one. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for them, of course. And the next sale is still in one of these boxes, so I need to dig it out, but I'll go and grab that for you and I'll show you. This is why I like to prove people wrong, because a lot of you guys put me down for this little pickup, and you said, oh, I've had them listed for 6 months and they haven't sold yet. So I'm very pleased that I've been able to prove you guys wrong, or a few of you anyway. Bear with me one sec, I'll try and find it. Okay, they're in box 18 up here. Here they are. There's one, and here's the other. So I actually did bag them up as well first, just to protect them a little bit. I didn't want, of course, any scratches from other shoes, because they're like a, it's like a sort of leather material, and I didn't want that just getting like any markings on it. So here we go. Here's the first one. I'll just take this one out just to show you. There we have it. I did actually make a little YouTube community post about them. These are Jack Pikes of England. A lot of you guys said that I'm not going to sell them for much money. I paid 15 on Vinted, so of course I'm going to pick them up. If I see that little logo there, you guys know that I love a bit of a Vibram sole. They're not Gore-Tex, unfortunately, but yeah, at first I put them up for like 150 quid. I saw a few sold around that price mark, so I thought, okay, let's just test the waters a little bit, put them up for 150. At first I thought, oh god, I've made a bit of a mistake on this one. There was like no interest at all, so I kept dropping the price by about £10 every like couple of days, and eventually had them up for £99.99. And then randomly yesterday, literally just after all these big sales came through, I was just like, well, it's been a good day today. We're on like £300 on the payout. And then I get this ka-ching, and it's £100. I had best offer on, and they've, yeah, they just paid outright. So yeah, about £18, £19 all in, into a lovely £100 sale, plus post. So yeah, keep the faith, guys. Do pick them up if you see them. Of course, I was listening to those doubters once I posted it, and they said, don't go for that brand. Yeah, I like to prove people wrong. Make sure you get good quality photos, make sure you go for popular sizes, and you're going to find yourself a buyer. But yeah, these things here are really quite impressive. They're so sturdy, they've got some really thick linings to them. Honestly, they just look really warm and cozy. I think like fishermen wear them. They're quite good like fishing boots and camping boots in general. Yeah, so that's that. I think that's all the sales. Yeah, crazy, really impressive day yesterday, so I'm very glad I didn't put the shop on holiday mode. If any of you are wondering though, I am not working normal right now. I'm not doing listings or anything like that. I might snipe a few shoes on Vinted just to get the stock in, because as long as it's in, it's eventually going to make some money. But of course, I'm kind of on like a bit of a paternity leave right now, and of course just trying to help Kyla out, look after little Lando. Cece's at the childminders today, so she's on her own with Lando. Honestly, we're so grateful we've got one of each. There might be a third one down the line, who knows? Never say never. We'll see how this second one turns out and how hard it is. Once they get past that very new baby stage, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, once a baby gets past that like newborn stage, that's when they really get difficult. I actually find this newborn bit isn't too hard, because you can put them anywhere. They're not going to roll over, they're not going to run around, they're not going to move anywhere unless Cece goes and moves in. But Cece right now is nearly 3. She's 3 next month, and she is difficult. She is just on full-on toddler mode, you know, a freenager, as they say. I think that's covered most things. A few previous snipes I've had, I was just going to actually show you quickly. Sniping on Vinted. A lot of you guys ask me, what does sniping mean? And it just means that you're buying the item as quick as possible. So as soon as the person uploads it, you are there sniping it. And yeah, a bit like auction sniping on eBay, but you're on Vinted and you're just refreshing and refreshing. And as soon as that pops up, you're sniping it and buying it. So yeah, just wanted to clear that up because I've had a few people question what I actually meant. Got these for a tenner. These are probably one of the cleanest pair of Nike Griffs I've ever had, and they are size 11 men's, which is also probably one of the best sizes you can get. They've got the split toe, £10. Check soles on these, you're going to be very, very pleasantly surprised. Probably going to aim for around the £100 mark on these. They are from the year 2008. Got some years behind them, but they actually look like they've hardly been worn at all. Also got these, which I couldn't believe they sold for a tenner. These are a pair of brand new heeled Timberlands. I don't know if we're in season for these, not my style, but yeah, they're like size 6 heeled Timberlands, and they are literally unworn, brand new. She sold them for a tenner, could not believe it. I think I'll be getting around 70 to 80 on these ones. In terms of car boots, because Lando was born on a Sunday, we've got a whole week to kind of get in the flow of things, so I'll probably be back on Sunday at the car boot again filming. It's only a couple of hours out of my day. Kyla won't mind too much, I'm sure, but hopefully I can get another video out soon. Probably going to leave the video there. I'll try and get this edited today and uploaded for tomorrow, which is Thursday. Like I said before, if you guys have a little second spare, please do head to the description below. Click on that link for the eBay Awards. You've got until Monday the 21st. Please head to the community contribution, Folk Jams, eBazaar. We're all plugging it. Me, Ricky, George again, and there's 2 others. I don't really know them too well. Oh, Oma. She's more on the whole Instagram community thing, but I don't really know her too well. But yeah, have a read of all our stories, check out our channels, whatever, and cast your vote. But it's going to be tough. I just can't believe the week I've had. So many big events going on. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please do subscribe, like the video, and make sure you vote. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.